Welcome back, viewers. This is Primus Productions, and today we're going to be going over how to build a medieval style house, kind of what I've been doing over here, except, smaller, just for explaining reasons. So, first thing you need to do is start out with a frame. So to start that frame, we need to put out all these little log bits, I would say, and we'll go from there. So what we do now is we'll build these up 3 blocks high each, and one of the really important things about spacing these is you always want it to be odd, because if it's not odd, weird things happen with the roof, and I don't know, but when you have windows that are more than 2 blocks wide, it doesn't look medieval-y. So it's just kind of a thing that I have. I don't know. It's a fetish. Alright, so after that, you need to cap all of your little logs with some planks. Just kind of connect them with sideways logs. It's going to look very rectangular at first. So, whatever. Ugh. Now, just come over here. And you want to do this all the way around, so it's not like there's anything special going on here. Now, what you need to do is take your wooden planks and outline the second story. So what I like to do is just go one space in on each thing, like so. And we'll cap this with our 3 high wooden beams again. Just like so. Now, this is going to look really awkward if you don't have any beams here. So we can just say, like right here. Now, this isn't odd, and this isn't odd. So what I like to do is, let's just say, let's just move it over one. This is odd. This is odd. Now, it doesn't have to be mirrored on the other side, and it won't look weird because you're not going to see the other side. So it'll look weird now, but mark my words, in a little bit. So I'll do another one, say here. Oh god. And you gotta go in at least 1 block, like so. Now, we need to cap all of these with planks. Or not planks. And then you actually want to leave this little ending open, and sometimes it doesn't matter really, but you can leave this one open. I think I am going to, just for the sake of this video. Go through like this, and we'll do something like this. This side is gonna remain open. So yeah, now I think this is going to be the front of the building, and I'm just gonna go up like this with wooden planks and start to kind of work on the roof. So we got our archway for our roof here. We'll work on like that, and we'll add another one here. Now, this is a step I know most people don't do, but I think it's really important, and that is to outline your roof with planks. It helps you kind of figure out where you're going with things, but also, if you just have stairs, there can be some really weird lighting glitches that occur at night when there's lights on the inside of your house and it looks super weird. This will prevent that from happening, and here you can just fill in like that. Now we kind of have the frame done, and really is not looking so great here, front view here, but that's easy to change. One thing that's really nice to do is just go up like this, and if we put some supports, kind of like arcing supports, not just like straight beams, it makes it look a lot nicer in these little archways here. So we can do something like this. You want to have a lot of logs in all of your builds, really. It just makes it look really, really nice and just more authentic, I think, because people back then, they didn't use a ton of bricks and they didn't have all this really great stuff. They put some old nasty logs and hope that they'd stay together. Now, kind of just going back to the bottom here, I just like to fill in all of my bottom walls with cobblestone and just kind of get lighter as I go up. I'll use wood on the top floors, and I use wool, because wool is a very, well, not actual wool, but that kind of coloring was very medieval-y, and that was very prominent around that time. So I'll use that for like highlights and like little like things that you'll see. It's like little spaces that behind little like windows and stuff like that. So we'll just fill all of this in with some cobblestone. Get this all done. And now that that's done, we can go around and put a foundation, is what I have to do. And you guys have seen me get worked up over this before. I just think it adds a lot of fullness to the house. So this is important. You want to leave out the corner block here. Just skip it. Keep on right going. Fill this out. You do want to have that little corner piece there as well. So bad. No. We'll just keep going here. Dig through any grass or anything that you see. You just want everything around this entire place to be nice and foundationed. Now what we'll do is we'll take some, where are they? Some stone brick stairs, and we'll go around and on all the support beams, surround them with as many stone brick stairs as you can. It'll just add a lot more support and make it look a lot more fortified, which I'm not sure whether you want, but I think it looks nice. So alright, now what I like to do is add a little rim around here, as you can see on pretty much every building. So what you do is just plop on some planks. You do want to leave this space here, because otherwise it's going to look weird. Like if you do this, it's not going to look quite right. So it looks better like that. You need to add an extra one here. It can look a little bit linear at times, but that's okay. Just keep going like so. And now what you do is just add some planks right on the outside there. And then here's where it looks nice, is right there. That's why you want to leave out that little section. And what this does is it really helps the second story look a lot better, because all these beams and things will look like they're coming out of the house and not just standing on the side of it. So it's all the real little details that add up now. So just keep going through and you'll add planks on the second tier here above the planks. Oh no, no, get out of here. There we go. And just keep going like this. Now for an area like this, you just want to fill it in like that. You don't want to go up another level. It'll just look a little bit weird. Go in like there. We'll may fix that later. Like so. Now I like to do the roof, because the roof helps me plan out the rest of the building. So we just come in through here. You can put all of the stairs right on top of where we put the planks. I never get rid of the logs right here. It doesn't matter, because like I said before, the planks are just to get rid of the weird lighting glitch that occur in most cities of this style. Let's just set the time to 0. And this is just a weird little scenario here where the block is this little awkward gap here. We can just go and finish that up once we've gotten all the little bits of roof. You do want to add a little over ledge on all your buildings, like so. Just like that. It just brings out a lot more depth, and it looks weird if it lines up perfectly. So, overhang by one at here as well. Can't talk today. And yeah, so now this is where corner stairs come in really handy, because you can do stuff like this, which you normally couldn't get away with, still making it look natural. So corner stairs are good. Corner stairs are good. We can keep building it up right here. And for the top, like we said, we want it to be odd. So we will just put all of the planks just lying right on top of here. And you'll see why in a minute. Now here we can just do something like this. And it's still a little bit awkward, but that's okay. Alright, so here's where the fun part comes in. For all these little end bits where we have to have the roof ending in like this archway, we want to extend this actually quite a bit and do something like this, and then we'll make some stairs come off of it like so, like this. Add some more there, and then we'll add some planks, 2 planks here, upside down stairs there, and then sideways stairs there. And this will give us kind of a, I don't know, more of a, I don't know, it kind of looks Nordic to me. I feel it's more Nordic, but you can decide what you want. I add upside down stairs just to kind of fill out the roof, and some slabs at the end. Even if it's in a place like here, I still add the slab. I think it just adds some like closure to the roof, I guess. It's the best way I can put it. Now we'll just extend this out here as well. Just kind of keep the uniformity going. Extend these stairs. Like so. We'll add our 2 planks there. And our upside down stairs. So there is this little awkward gap here. We can fill that in later. So we got our 2 pieces of wood there. And we'll come over to this arch. This arch is absolutely no different. And we will just fill it out all the same. Oop, you are not planks. Like so. Okay. Now we're going to have another little awkward gap. We can fill that in later, as I said before. 2 planks and our 2 stairs, and there we go. So now that we have the roof done, we can come in and add this floor. I'm not a huge interior person, so I don't barely do the interiors of my houses. So I don't know, someone wants to give me advice on that, sure, but gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the interior. I just like to fill out this floor so I can stand. Arches here. So basically what we want to do is take some wool, this is where the wool comes in handy, and replace these wooden planks with some wool. I like to add some log here just to make it look better. Fill this out with wool. I prefer light gray wool. White wool works good too, but it's not quite as nice. Take some glass panes. Glass blocks, not really medievally, so stick with glass planes to make it look a lot better. add some windows like so. You can add a touch of wood right there. Let's fix that. Just kind of change the shape of it. We can go around to all of these areas. In here, add some wool. Actually, we don't need wool here. What am I thinking? Here, you want to actually add a bit of cobblestone, and then a window. Just to kind of change it up, it'll make it look nice. So over here, I'm going to do the same thing, bit of cobblestone, some panes, and then wool. I'm actually going to set the wool back. One, I actually need to fix that. Because the idea is just to kind of have this frame stand out from the structure, just give it a little bit more shape, not just flat surface. So we can go through like so. Now, these flat sections here are the walls, or where it gets interesting. You basically just want to add some detail to it. And as you can see over there, there's freaking weird ways of doing it. So over here, we can add a pillar. Let's add 2 pillars. Here's an even space. Don't like it, but there's not much we can do about it. Actually, I'm going to move this over, and we won't have an even space, and we'll have a little bit more room from this corner here. So I can do this. So just add 2 upside down stairs on your pillars, then put a log and another stair facing the wrong direction, essentially. We'll add some planks and some half slabs just to kind of melt it into the roof a little bit more. Then just add some wooden buttons just to kind of break up the log. Once we've got like the external detail done, just gonna come through here. I'm gonna use planks this time and just kind of fill out the structure, you know, just kind of give it some rigidity. You can add a window right in here. Again, use the panes. Blocks are ugly when it comes to medieval building. So now that we're on this side, we can just do something simple like this and fill this out with kind of weird design like so. Put some of that, and then just add some windows. If we come outside, you'll see it looks a little weird, but what we can do is just raise this up. Get rid of this window. And it looks relatively normal. Continuing on with this wall, you just basically just want to add a lot of like little details. So what I'm going to do here is just go through, add a bunch of these pillars. I'm actually going to get rid of this little awkward piece here. I don't think it's going to look very good. Fix that. And then fill the rest of this in with some wool. Like so. Now what we can do is take this top little level here, replace it with wooden planks, which will serve as a background for more details. So just put that in. Gonna break up all these little sections here and put in my little panes, and then we can very easily just put some like fences right up there for a little bit more detail. So just try to break up the surface a little bit more. And then over here, just continue going back and forth and adding more detail. We can just do something like this. You know, just much detail as you can. Cram it full. You want to make it look messy. So, yeah, if you look at all the really insane YouTubers, not me, definitely not me, but if you look at all their works, it basically looks like a toddler went to town with like a skyscraper. But that's not a bad thing. It looks very realistic. It's like, oh wait, no, don't want to do that because that's too similar. What I can do is add, what I'm actually going to do here is bring out another window way. I can fill this with glass, more wool. Like I said, it's detail work that we use wool for. And wow, I just went off a tangent and completely lost it, didn't I? It's how I roll, guys. It's how I roll. Where's my brain today? Okay. We'll do something like that. Like that. And we'll add kind of the same, like I said, almost Nordic-y roof style that we've been doing to this. And just add like little random details everywhere. Alright, just like so. And then we need to get under here. Finish it off. I'm actually going to leave these just to make it look a little bit smaller. So what we need to do now is work on the detail work of the first floor. First floor, less important, still very important. So we need to make way for the doorway here. We need to basically end our foundation so that there's a nice doorway. We'll add some slabs, just kind of even it off. Get rid of this stone here. Obviously, you want to make sure it's fairly consistent with the bottom of your doorway. You don't want it to be grass. And I always like to add the door on the inside, just because if you add it on the outside, it's alright. It's realistic, but it doesn't look good. If you add it like that, it looks a lot better. Also, what I like to do is go along and add little supports to this overhang here with some upside down stairs. You don't want to do it on the log here, because that'll cover up the log, and it's looking weird because you already have the supports there, so kind of go along next to the log, almost. God, it doesn't have to be even, symmetrical. And just go along like so. And now that we've got that done, we can have some weird little things, like, say, like a window here. Fill it with our pane. Not a pane. There's a pane. And we can also have, like, little things rise up here. Like, say, we want to have a nice kind of stylish window. Like a long window here. We can raise this up a little bit. Where's my stairs? Like so. And then keep throwing away the wrong stuff, guys. We can put in our glass panes like that. But yeah, just like adding detail over and over again. It's all this is. All this is. And then for something like this, I'd like to add little supports. Not on the actual log like this, because you only have so much room. Just add something like that. We can put a window in here. Windows are important. I know medieval houses didn't have very many windows, but you need to have windows, guys. You can't just have a dank little shack and expect it to basically do its job. So, I think that's actually pretty good. Now, I'm not gonna actually do this in front of you guys because you'll want to tear your heads off. But what I like to do is go in and randomize things. Like say, do a little bit of this for you. Go through with say some cracked brick and just kind of randomize the foundation a little bit. I'll take some stone and randomize the little surfaces here. I'll actually take some slabs and every now and then take some of the stairs on the foundation and turn them into slabs just to give it kind of a worn down feel and do something like that and that. And when it comes to wool, what I like to do is I usually use the gray wool as you see here, but what I'll do is I'll intertwine a little bit of white wool just kind of here and there, give it kind of a almost, it doesn't look worn just as much as like different. So there we go, that's pretty much it, that's all there is to it. So please leave a comment, I really want your feedback and just I want to get better, so tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and all that kind of stuff. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.